Just testing the mic out last time was a bit of a disaster. Just making sure it's better this time. Alright, I reckon that's better. So yeah, we're 4 rounds to go for our penultimate, well, I say penultimate, it's the final season, which is very, very sad, I've got to say. I'm been crying in my pillow this week because I've held this series close to my heart, and yeah, it's a little bit sad to see it go, but you know, we'll make the best of the last 4 rounds. I have not been on ACC PlayStation for for a long time. I was on Friday night quickly to run around to just get a bit of a feel for this car. I have yeah, since 1.8's come out on PlayStation, I've not done much on this, so I'm not expecting to be at the sharp end. I think Whipper definitely is the man to beat tonight. That McLaren seems to go well around here, and Graham will always be in there. We do miss a lot of people tonight that should typically be here. So yeah, as I said, it's the last season. I've just got an aggressive setup, by the way, which I've just get some temperatures set it up for this, and we'll just give that a whack. There's no point even going out, say 2 minutes left. We'll just wing it when we get there. So what do we have tonight? So there's going to be, I think, a bit of a practice session first up, 15 minutes, and then we'll go into quali and a sprint race and a quali. I don't actually know if there's... I'm not sure if we actually have to stop for pits. I'll quickly check it out. I'm not sure if it's just a sprint race without pit stops, I guess. So it's a sprint round. We got 2 races, 2 30 minutes. No mandatory pit stop. Alright, great. So shouldn't be any need for tyre change either. So alright, so Shakedown ACC PlayStation League is ending as we know it. End of this season, or end of January, but this is the last tour that we'll be running. So with the GT3s, we used to run some GT4s, some split series. Obviously in a class like this where there's just one class, this is the last one. So Jim is doing some commentating together with Bob Hoskins. There should be another feed with a commentary around, which should be really good to listen to, I'm sure. Not the biggest field. We have seen 30 plus drivers before, but it's fizzling out towards the end of the season, which is a shame. Hopefully there'll be a few late entries tonight. But yeah, I think it's a little bit of a shame the way that the season has kind of come down to the way it is. Obviously the game, since all these new updates have come out, has had all kinds of issues, and that's meant that we can't run the league the way that the guys used to. So some people are going to PlayStation, some are just moving over to another league, and yeah, hopefully we can finish Shakedown PlayStation League on a high. Mate, why am I not in first place? I haven't even been out on I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to load a aggressive setup with some fuel with the right temperatures, and I'll wing it, mate. We'll give it a crack. I ran around on Friday a little bit, and I was really off the pace. I was probably more than a second off the pace. Yeah, that's about right, man. I've been trying to get my ratings up in on PC, so I've just not been out. At least I'm here, mate. I have an excuse, but I'm here. I don't get your excuse. You're not even here. Mr. Whipper in front of me here is the man to beat. That McLaren, since 1.8 has come out, is looking very sharp. Very much OP, and Whipper is driving well. So I reckon he's about to score a lot of points tonight between him and Graham. Yeah, mate, mine too. I switched it on Friday to just get a feel. It's just so different. I'll tell you what, it is just so different. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you can enjoy the night. I'm sure Jim's stream would be good with the commentary. It's not something we've actually done much of in our league, so I think that will be nice. Hopefully there'll be a few more people popping in before the race starts. Where are we up to? Only 11. Should probably try and focus what I'm doing. Right, so my target is P5. I just want to be the fastest Audi. If I can be the fastest Audi, I'll be happy. And yeah, I'm hoping to just score some points, but I'm not in it for the win tonight, that's for sure. And that's not an excuse. I'm just between me and the car and the game and the platform, we're just not gelling at the moment. I just don't have the speed. I'm really struggling. So I'll see how we go. I mean, to give you an idea, I used to run 127s with a Bentley, 128s with the Audi before the updates, and I can barely get into the 29s at the moment. So yeah, between 1 and 2 seconds off. Yeah, happy days, man. All good. Have a crack at it. I hope it's pretty good. I'm sure it will be. I can see Ashley's already caught Mr. James Hammond there. He's probably already 2 seconds up on all of us on this first lap. 129.2s. Yeah. You can just go put that in the garage. I reckon that's pole. Nobody's going to get close. Nobody's going to get close to that time. Maybe the BMW with Graham. He's been driving extremely well this whole tour, which is stretched out a little. It's a very long tour, I've got to say. 15 weeks of racing, 2 weeks of downtime. We've obviously had a couple of issues with the game. If I can get into the 29s, I'll be happy. Just outbrake myself, and I'm gonna catch Mr. Dask here, I reckon. Not going well, not a good start. Audi hates the bumps, and this is a very bumpy track with a lot of curbs. Just feel like my car can't get out of corners since 1.8's come out. And a lot of understeer. Just can't get into the corners. So it's probably the worst of the two worlds, you know. On the one hand you can't get into the corner. And on the other hand I can't get out of the corner. So, which is the two key things you need to go fast. So yeah.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
What's been very interesting for me since I've on the 1.8 is that for whatever reason the McLaren seems to be the car to beat. It used to be the BMW, I think, but weirdly the aggressive setup is better now than Coach Dave's setup. So I used to be able to just run a Coach Dave setup fairly easily. But since 1.8's come out, I'm quicker with pure aggressive setup. Go figure, don't understand. So much understeer, just can't get it into the corner. And I reckon it's worse out of the slower corners. I can't get out of the slow corners. And I have a lot of understeer with the fast corners. Yep, Graham as I expected with Ashley.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
So I literally will have one more flying lap after this. And then we'll park it. I don't think we're gonna improve much. Would be nice to get into a 29 time, I suppose.
Slow car ahead.
Battling so much. Can't use any curve. As soon as I touch the curve, I'm off. It is just a dog to drive. Just finding it so difficult. Alright, let's see if we can chuck out fuel and just see if we can do one more quick lap. I reckon tire temps was just about perfect. We'll just send it, see if we can improve a little bit. Luckily there's 2 different qualifying sessions I think tonight. It felt better with the brake. My brake balance moved backwards a little bit from the aggressive. I think it was on 64, so we'll put that on 62. See if it helps counter the understeer. In fact, I think I changed it before. Let's put it on 60, see what it does, if it helps. Time for maybe 2 laps, maybe just 1. Yeah, there was what a difference a couple of weeks make. You know, we 5 weeks ago, this was the place to be for ACC on PlayStation in Australia as a league. 2 laps, let's go. These faster corners, it just doesn't want to turn in. Wow.
Your lap time is invalidated.
It
Please try to
is
stay on the track.
so difficult, man.
We've got some light damage in front of the car.
Messing this up properly.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
It's probably not the most ideal position to be in, but see if we can just get 1 more lap in.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Yellow flag, be careful. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Can't get the car to turn, man. So frustrating. Don't think the cat helped. Anyway, it's all good. I'm happy with that. Ish. Yeah, not the best. Probably a 29.8, I think, is my optimal time. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough race. Only just ahead of Mark. So I'll probably have a big battle to try and stay ahead. And I'm only 1 or 2 tenths ahead of Dask, who's in the Audi. So I'm clearly not up to speed. Alright, so we got a 30-minute race, no stopping. So, and the temperature is 23, so let's have a quick look for fuel. Let's see. I reckon it feels probably just about right. Maybe a bit too much. Can move it down for the next race if we have to. Yeah, so not sure what to do to help turn in. The understeer is not great, and I can't get the car too low because as soon as I do that, then it doesn't want to ride those curbs so well. We're gonna do it anyway. Give it a crack, give it a test. Changing the rake's probably not ideal before a race, but all I know is what I was doing then didn't help at all. So we've got 2 sprint races tonight, and I think then we're off back to Imola. We missed a race there before, so there'll be Route 13 is at Imola, and then there's 2 more after that. So getting to the pointy end, missing obviously some of the key runners for the championship. Probably got to disable it as well, which I'll do now.
30 seconds.
Let's do that. Alright gents, I hope you have a nice clean race and a good one. We've got Frankie Four Fingers here, which is another ex-Safa, I think, with a name like Francois Terblans. You can, yeah, go figure, I reckon. So welcome.
Go in single file.
As I said, a lot of people who's running the Shakedown League is probably going to move over to KRL and a few of the other Aussie leagues to join Mr. Hello Butao Khanet. Good to, well, can't say good to see you because you see me and I can't see you. Yeah, thanks. I'm not the fastest car here tonight. I really have bad preparation. I've moved from PlayStation to PC, and unfortunately this league that we're running is this is kind of one of the final races, so I know you're just tuning in, but yeah. So we've got 4 races left in this current thing to finish this tour, this championship, and then yeah, and then we'll be moving on to maybe some other leagues. Still yet to find one on PC that I'd like to race with, but so it's a big shame. Jim and the team who's put this together, I know there's a lot of work that goes into it, so it's been absolutely amazing. They've built a really good community and they will be missed, that's for sure. But like I said, 4 races left. We'll try and keep this clean. So we're at Zolder in Belgium. It's a great track if you have a car that likes bumps. Mine don't. This Audi is not it's not made to go over bumps, and I'm still driving the old version because that's the one I entered, and we've got to race the whole season with the same car. So what happens with some of the updates is they change what's called the balance of performance, so the bop of the cars, and certain cars are stronger in some versions and then they kind of get like a ballast in some of the others, and they try to equalize things out. But there always seems to be 1 or 2 cars that are just, you know, a little bit too good. So, not taking anything away from Ashley, but I know that that McLaren at the moment looks like it's very good. But he's always been extremely good, fast at Zolder.
Stay double file.
Graham Hill here, I reckon, has got the silver pole. Him and Mark Letwich are having a serious battle, I reckon. Yeah, we're missing some of the other title contenders, which is a shame. Brendan is not in tonight, and I reckon the way Graham's going, he can... yeah, thank you. I'm hoping it's just 2 30-minute races, so it's a nice quick one tonight. Yeah, that's good. I'll catch you later.
Green line, go, go, go. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Mark looked a little bit aggressive there. I didn't want to get into a tingle too soon. Oh my goodness, I was almost through a standstill then. So Ashley is checked out. We won't see him again. This should be a... this should be a great battle. Loving this. Shout out to Jim, who's doing commentary work tonight. Missing him, and I'm sure he would have picked up a lot of points if he would have raced. So Brendan as well, who's I think second in the championship and not running tonight. But yeah, like I said, I'm really battling here, so I'm probably where I should be at the moment. My screen just went black. Sorry, my screen blacked out. Oh man. Sorry, James. So this only happens on PlayStation as well. So my screen just blacks out for like 5 seconds randomly. Always happens in a race, of course. So now we both have damage. It's a very messy start. Apologies to James, that was horrible. I couldn't see what I was doing, and I tried to just slow down, but obviously slowed down so bad that he...
You're given a warning for exceeding track limits.
Let's see if we can calm this house down a bit. Bit out of control. That bug doesn't have, it's not a bug, it's something to do with the drivers or something with the screen. My car. This is tough. And I've got to say that mirror in this current version is so bad. It's so distracting as well. So a lot of points up for grabs tonight. I don't know what happened to Whipper, why he's not in the front anymore. That is a surprise. So I reckon that change I made it worse, by the way, before the race started. So I'll definitely change that back for the next one. Tire pressure seems roughly okay. I am enjoying it because it's an absolute struggle. So it's now a mental game to try and keep this on the road and to get something out of it. Because clearly I do not have the pace. So I'm just going to try and keep it clean and get to the end. Someone's gone to the pits, I don't know why. Don't know who that is. Oh, Frankie is in the pits. Wonder if something happened to him. Let's see if the race will come back to us later on. I doubt it, but try and keep it on the black stuff. And hopefully my screen won't black out again. It's a good thing we're not doing an endurance race here. Because whilst it's a short little track, it's difficult to keep it on the black stuff, I reckon, for long periods of concentration. So the 2 or 3 tracks I've been to in this car since the update, it's been very slow, and the 2 tracks couldn't be more different from each other, so I just think that this car is just not that competitive at the moment, the current version. It's my excuse. Race driver will always, you know, find fault with the team, so take whatever excuse I can get. Borgie running really well here. It's great to see. I think he's a silver or bronze driver, so Mark Letwich silver, Graham silver, so yeah, guys are doing really well. At least there's some consistency. My last 2 lap times, so that seems to be roughly my kind of target, 30.8. He does take a very interesting line through there. See if we can build some pressure here. The front 3 is definitely checked out. This will be a race for me to see if I can salvage 4th. It will be really difficult. I drive like that. So yeah, we're also busy packing up our house, so I'll probably miss maybe 1 or 2 of the last races with a move. But I hate quitting stuff. I really love seeing things through, and I've entered this league. I knew it was going to be 15 races and it was going to be tough, and obviously the game with the disconnects and all the issues, it hasn't helped. But I feel like I need to finish this, so even though I'm not highly competitive at the moment, I feel like I've committed and I want to at least compete, you know, to whatever level I can. Just think it's the right thing to do. I wouldn't say my heart is not in it anymore, but I'm definitely enjoying the PC a lot more. And so jumping on the PlayStation to do this again is definitely not the easiest. Right, let's focus on the race. How are we doing? We're almost halfway. I think I've got way too much fuel. Wait, let's try that. I haven't thought of that. See if I can press that, the loud pedal. Maybe it can go like 10% further if I press it harder. Or squeeze it. We'll see if we can go faster. I need all the help I can get. So much understeer. I should not have made that change to my rake. I'll definitely change that back. What a struggle. Squeezing, mate. Squeezing as hard as I possibly can. I'm always getting a cramp. It's not helping. Any other tips? Helpful ones this time. Anything that can help my car turn in on fast corners, mate. Maybe you should go to the race engineer and find out what I should do for my next race, because I've just got so much understeer on the faster corners. The car doesn't want to turn. Just feels like I'm driving a ship, and the Audi used to feel a lot more nimble. Looks like Ashley is back in the lead. I was surprised to see that he lost the lead, to be honest, at some point. Yeah, probably, but I had that even in qualifying, mate, when it was fresh tyres. So, but yeah, I think you are right. It's definitely a little bit hot, hotter than it should be. So what I did between quali and the race is I dropped the front, which is always a bad idea around Zolder, but I dropped the front and also the rear. Definitely made it worse. Ten laps in, I'm only just starting to learn to drive with this car. My race setup. Ow. Saved it somehow. So far off the pace. It's a head scratcher. Right. I'm clearly also not very good at it. It's gonna get spicy. Oh, he could have had me then. He actually put me under so much pressure. That was really good driving from him. He could have had me. Clearly I'm not good in the sand either. Grass is not good, sand's not good. Let's try tarmac. Let's see if we're better on tarmac. What a shocker. It's so difficult, man. Can't drive this car. Just not turning in. Whew. I find it amazing that the game can be so different between two platforms. Just the sensation you get in the wheel, the way the cars perform, same car, same track, just, you know, seconds apart between the two platforms. It's just scary. Alright, that's it. No more cutting. Careful, that's chicane now. And I do miss my crew chief. Got used to that on PC. And then having to listen to these spotter and race engineer is definitely different. Looks like a mega battle going on behind me at the moment. Big battle at the front. Graham Hill's in the lead again. That's a surprise because last time I checked Ashley was far ahead. So yeah, good battle at the front. .3s from Borg, that's what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna reel him in anytime soon. This looks like if we can hold on to 5th, it's probably the best we can do, to be honest. And no disrespect to people that's driving tonight, but I reckon I would have been 10th or 15th if all the big shots are driving tonight. Shame, I don't know what happened to Frankie Four Fingers. He's back on track, I think. Yeah, so we only have 11 running tonight. It's only a third of the field, really. You know it. Once you go, let me not say that on the air. Yeah. Once you go one direction, man, you can't go back. No, I think Graham Hill can win it, and so can Brendan Burner still, mate, because that endurance race at the end is like 900 points. And after this, there's still 3 rounds to go, so probably 2,500 points still up for grabs. So I think if Graham wins tonight and does well in the next 2 or 3 rounds as well, he can actually still win it, even though he's a silver driver. So it's definitely not over, mate. That's why I'm driving to see if I can salvage some points. Coming 5th in these kind of races is not going to be mega points, but hopefully it will help. So you're not racing with us anymore, so you're making it easier for me, otherwise you'd have taken points off me, man. Yeah, I love them, mate. They're awesome. No, I don't even know who you're talking about, man. Is that like a band or something? And I am 5 seconds off Borg. I used to be on his tail earlier in the race. I've just
Be careful.
dropped off like a stone. What's going on here? Oh, it's Frankie Four Fingers back in the pits. Not the happiest first race for him. Mega battle behind me. I reckon those boys are slogging it out big time. It's a good thing I love Zolder and I love Imola, so I'll race them even though it's on PlayStation. Clearly I don't have the pace around here, current combination, but I do love this track. Loved it more in the Bentley. I don't know if you remember, Josh, we used to do like 127s, mate, around here when we were racing with Neil, you know, like 2 or 3 seasons ago. Now I can't, with Quali, I can't even get into the 29s, mate. The car's just not doing what I want. I might just run a very, maybe just a different setup altogether the next race. Might load the Coach Dave one. Got nothing to lose. Quite honestly, I can't go any slower if I try. Cars behind us catching me. I'll just play with the brake bias, see if it makes it better.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Oh, Glasso, what happened, man? Stop go penalty. He's probably done the track cuts.
Yellow flag.
Shoot. It's a great drive by Graham and Ashley. They're not far apart, so I reckon that will be a good one to watch on the stream. Looks like a nice little close battle for the victory. 2 laps to go.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Lap to go, Mr. Graham Hill. I would have thought this was Ashley's to lose, so that's really awesome. And I will say this, Graham deserves a victory in this league, and I'm so glad he's going to get it before the league stops. Because he actually, at Paul Ricard, we had an endurance race, I think a season or 2 ago. He came second or won it, and then
Yellow flag, be careful there.
was disqualified because he did burnouts and went the wrong way on track. And so that was taken away from him based on the rules we ran in the league. So it will be amazing for him to get this duck off his back, so to speak, so that's awesome. And it looks like Dask is winning the battle behind me at the moment, only just. So those are the two key battles, I think, to watch on the stream. Well done, Graham. Thoroughly deserves this, mate. He's been chipping away, chipping away.
Just finished the race.
Good for you, mate. Ashley, second. Picking up some nice points. Mark Ledwich on the podium. Well done, sir. Borgie, fourth. Amazing stuff. I hope Graham didn't do his burnouts this time to make sure he keeps that victory. Well done, Graham. That's awesome, man. Ashley, Mark, Bob, James. Once again, apologies. He got the better of Craigie in the end. Urban, 8th. Yeah, so the Audis. Well, I had a bad rate. But yeah, there we go. Frankie, 4 fingers. Didn't have the best first round. Can only go up from there, so that's good. So that was a shocker. Ashley with the fastest lap. I wonder what he did in that race. 29.2s. Yeah, see, he can dip into the 29s on race pace. I can't even get into that with quali. So it's like a second. So glad he finally got that, man. That's really awesome. Got the maiden victory. I think it's the maiden victory from memory. So yeah, we're gonna go into another quali now. So, what are we gonna do with this setup? So, definitely not gonna run that one again. So let's go. So that is Coach Dave just at a 27-degree temperature. So I'm gonna do this for the next race. I'm gonna run this and I'll copy the tire pressures. Yeah, I'll just drop them a few. So I reckon quali will be 27 again. Next race. Yeah. So let me just see how different this setup is.
Green light, give it all you can.
Not much different there. It's basically the same setup. It's not much difference, I reckon. Anyway, I am gonna give this setup a go, just as it is. Coach Day version. Not sure why the guys are not going out. Am I missing something? It is 28 degrees.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
It's a bit warmer than I was hoping.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Typically people tend to always do better on the second quali because their eye is in for the track. So I'm going to definitely have to pick up my game to get a decent starting spot again. Just very curious to see if this will sort out the bad understeer I've had in that previous race. Ashley is too close, man. He's gonna catch me in like a lap or two. I'm gonna ruin his lap time. That actually felt a bit better. Don't know if it's just because it's quali fuel with brand new tires. Feels like it's turning in a bit better. See, the thing is that what I don't like is when I don't trust the car, and that's where you tend to lose time. Well, I do anyway. So if you don't know how it's going to behave into the corner or out of the corner, you're not as aggressive as you potentially can be.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out. Slow car ahead. Right on lane, the fastest lap so far. Yellow flag ahead, watch out. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Lost all that advantage. Not that there was much in it.
Time in sector 1.
Not happy. The car's just not driving the way it used to. almost into the 29s. Almost.
Well, not many. This is medium personal best.
That is my target. If I can get it to the 29s. That was fun. Kept it alive. I'll just let Ash go by here. Next straight, because I'm gonna hold him up. Hopefully he can pull the rabbit out of the hat for the next race.
Yellow flag again. Watch out in front.
This car just can't go over curbs, man.
Let me validate it.
Bloody hard work, man. Such hard work. Got Alberto in. He should climb the ladder board very quickly. Temperature's a bit hot.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Let's do that. Pop in. Clean set of tires. Let's get out there. So hopefully the audio is better tonight. I don't know what happened the other night, previous stream. There's that bug where you can just speed out of the pit lane. It's pretty cool though. I think I'll just quickly, before this is finished, I'll go back
Yellow flag, be careful.
to just check what my tires, what was left of my tires. James Hammond with a ripper, he's into third. Well done, mate. Gotta love it. I think I compromised his race, that previous one, a little bit. So I saw he's got good pace. Clearly enjoying the Audi more than I am. Lost 2/10 through that chicane. I was up 2/10 on my own time.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Can I get into the 29s? Just!
By the way, this is me, Zolder.
So happy you got into the 29s then.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front. Yellow flag in sector 1. Landing validated.
See if I have enough fuel to do one last flying lap. I might just run out of fuel.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
See if I can take the chicane better.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Man, it's difficult. Oh, Graham and Whipper going at it again. That's so good. Alright, so for the next race, it's gonna go up. Right. It's hard work, I've got to say. It's really hard work. And I didn't check what my tire pressures were like then. Probably should have. So, let's see the race tire. Yeah, look at the graining. Massive graining. So, hopefully the setup will be better. Gotta chuck in. Just go 58 this time. Should be enough. And I'll do. Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very scientific. I'm just like guessing. And then we'll chuck in 61 was too much, so we'll just go down 58. New set of tires. Right, so what's different in this setup? Same front, the rear is higher by one click only. Ducts is the same, dampers is the same. I think this is similar. The bump stop range at the bottom is lower than with the aggressive setup, and I think it's running more toe here with Coach Dave, which will, in essence, I think mean even worse tire quality, tire life. So it's gonna get quite rough, I reckon. But the car feels a little bit better. Not a lot, feels a bit better. So I'm gonna give this one a go. Fuel should be good. Guessing tire temps 23. Yep. So I've just gone 3 clicks up. We'll send it. I've somehow managed to get into P3 here for quali, which is shocking actually. Because I was in P2 first race and I could not, or was it P? It was P3 as well. And then I had a bad start. I was trying to avoid Marklet, which yeah, I thought it was gonna hit me, so I'd rather go a bit deeper on that second corner. But to be frank, I had no pace to go with them, so it was probably inevitable. Let's see if we can have a better race this time around. So we'll go with that. Some really good racing from some of the boys tonight. Hopefully I'll remember to switch that back to 1.
Single file.
Apparently you only make some mistakes in life once, right? It's happened to me more than once. Oh, we've got a few people in the pits. What's happened? What's going on? Why is Ashley in the pits? Ashley is in the pits. That's no good. Why is that? Him and me old mate. I hope nobody got booted. I didn't check. But that tells me that he was probably... Which just goes to show that, you know, this server, or not the server, this game is just so unstable with PlayStation. It's just so difficult to run a league like this. People being booted.
Stay double file.
Grid's all screwed up. Wants me to be on the left.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
Sorry, Joe, I couldn't read them and I was trying to not make an accident. Looks like he forgot to do something. That's no good. But I'm sure he can. It's a 30-minute race, he'll come through the pack. Dare I say, is a golden opportunity for Graham for a double victory. Tell you what, my car definitely on this setup is better than the aggressive that I ran in the first race. Looks like Ashley is not even in the server anymore. Gonna struggle to stick with Graham, but I feel like if I can do that, I will hopefully stay out of the guys behind me. Just try and hang on as much as I can here. Precious looks okay, so that gamble there on the Precious was good. Ash probably decided to crack open a beer and listen to the stream. The commentary with Jim and them. Don't blame him if that's what he's done. Missed the apex there heavily. Just see sparks flying. Graham hitting every curb. Of course that's where I look, so then it draws me in and I do make the same mistake. It happens so often when you follow another driver, you tend to do a lot of car watching, and when they make a mistake you tend to do the exact same thing, because you're not necessarily focusing on brake markers that much, you like check the car. So it's like they say with any racing, it's where you look, you gotta look ahead. I know it sounds silly, but you have to look ahead, otherwise you'll go backwards. But I mean, like, if you look quite a while, quite a distance into the future. Oh, whatever, I'll just stop talking. My car's already behaving badly. Missing apexes, understeer, oversteer. I hear the car sliding, which is obviously gonna give me that same graining that we had in the first race, I suspect. Tires are not as hot this time around, so that might help. Meaning if it's better gripped up to the surface, it will hopefully slide less. Happened again. I saw his car bump the curb and I'm not looking where I should be going. I mean, there's literally no pressure on him. He's got more than enough speed to stay ahead. I think it's more just, can you stay in a rhythm and not make mistakes? It's not like he's being pushed, to be honest. I really don't have the pace, so it's his to lose. He's not going to get much of a battle from me, unfortunately. I wish I could be closer, but I just don't think I've got it in this car. I would hate to count the hours that we've spent collectively as Shakedown PlayStation on just this tour. And then if you add in all the practice times and all this kind of stuff that you run to get setups and things. Because it's gone over 15 rounds, we've visited almost every circuit in the game. It's monstrous. So yeah, it's been a bit of a sad week, obviously, not just about the game, a few other things going on in life, so I suppose the most important thing is that people look after themselves in terms of health and mental well-being. At the end of the day, this is just a hobby for fun, to do stress relief, and it shouldn't be creating more stress than it relieves, and if that's the case then it's not good. So let's see if we can put some stress on Graham. I doubt it, he's already pulled out 4 seconds. Let's see if we can focus for a few laps. Let's wring this thing's neck. Tell you what, James Hammond is really impressing me, because he's in the same car and he's basically matching me. So he's either liking this new update, the way that it handles the car, or he's just driving really well. It's really good to see. Love to see people improving. Clearly I'm sliding backwards at the moment, but I think the more people practice, also the better they get, and you know, take nothing away from people driving here tonight. Even though it's not a full strength field, you still gotta keep the concentration up and make it happen. And I reckon he's probably one of the most improved drivers this season. Hand on heart, I'll say that this is the best league I've ever raced in. So, even though there's 3 or 4 races left, or rounds, I should just say that it's was definitely one of the highlights of my week for the last year or so.
We are halfway through, not over
You know,
yet.
prepping and getting into some competitive spirit with like-minded individuals who are all fair the way they race and conduct themselves. It was a shocker of a lap. So it's a bit boring at the moment, so it's difficult to keep concentration. The guys behind is definitely catching me. So I've got to try and stay sharp. I don't have the pace to stay with Graham. Probably have just enough to stay ahead of the boys behind me, but I've got to keep it clean and error free. That was a better lap. So if there was ever doubt whether a setup makes differences in this game, that doubt can be gone, because I literally ran not a very dissimilar setup to this in the first race, and it was very different. I think those 2 clicks I took down on the rear in the previous race just unsettled the balance, and I dropped it at the front. But if you compare it to the setup, it's not vastly different. But the car is just a lot more compliant. Quite happy doing 30.4s and 2s at the moment. Much better than the first race, that's for sure. Much better. It's a shame Ashley was booted. He would have scored another couple of handful of points.
Yellow flag, watch out.
And not having Jim or Brendan here, who has been pushing me most of the season, that's also a bit of a shame. That being said, I reckon Graham Hill has probably just become the runner-up in the championship, and probably my main rival at this stage, moving forward. Doing a spectacular job. I know he's silver, he shouldn't really be silver, but for a silver driver class, he's doing extremely well. Yeah, see, you can do 30.1s at will. I'm just cruising 30.4s, 30.5s, 30.3s, but he can like dip into that 29s. Saw it with Ashley's timetable after the first race as well. They've got like half a second, I reckon, on me per lap if they push. Gap is stabilized at 5.4. Which is quite interesting.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Oh, he's just gone off the road. See if we can build some pressure on the scoreboard. I mean, realistically, I can't catch the bloke unless he makes some shocking mistakes. Oh, that's horrible. Took an extremely bad luck. He did a 31.0 and I'm not much better. 30.7. I would say I've caught him 0.3, 0.4 for the last few laps. So let's see if we can keep that going. Because it was around 5.4 for a long time and it's 4.8 now, so he's giving me some small incentive to push harder here. Down to 4 seconds. It's a bit surprising. I don't know if he's made another mistake maybe. So 31.2. What have we done? 30.4. So let's see if we can continue this for a couple more laps. Not a lot of time left, unfortunately. but I'm hoping to just create some pressure on the scoreboard and see if that makes him maybe make a mistake. I see Alberto's gone into third. I did check those guys before. We're having a real battle. James Hammond, Mark Litwich and Alberto. See this lap he's pulled out again. So I reckon if he gets it right and he nails his laps, he's just got so much more than me in the tank of that BMW. Won't stop pushing until the end. You never know. Yeah, he dipped into the 29s. I have not been able to do that all race. 30.2 has been my best lap. Frankie Four Fingers are still going. It's good to see. New driver in tonight. First two races, always difficult, so he's doing a great job. What happens when you push. You can also make mistakes quite easily. So I reckon this might be the last lap when he crosses the finish line now. That's it, one lap to go, and we've got 2 laps of fuel, so yep, timed that better. Tire pressure's also holding up better. Car in general is feeling a lot happier. Got to give it to Alberto. He's literally just jumped in. He's probably loaded aggressive and just sent it. Probably has the wrong tire pressures and everything, yet he's still third. No practice, no quali. Guy's a legend. But Mr. Graham Hill, the night belongs to you. Absolutely superb double victory, 600 points together with a few pole positions. Big points for Mr. Graham. That was tough. Graham, excellent. Alberto, great podium. Great battle there for 3, 4th and 5th. Must have been quite good, so I'll definitely go check that out on the other stream. For those of you that did tune in, thank you. We've got 3 more rounds to go. Next one's Imola, one of my favourite tracks. So we'll see how we go there. Maybe we'll have better pace then. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.